Checking in as we speak. Do not drop out tonight. It is packed. I mean, we have packed the go-to webinar tonight. So if you drop out, I cannot promise you will get back in. But I want to welcome everybody. And I want to do a little bit of introduction. There's many of you on here that know me. There's a bunch of you who have just joined us over the last several weeks that don't really know me, don't know my story, don't know who I am. You hear my voice on videos, you hear my voice on trainings, but I want to qualify and quantify why this next 6 weeks is so important to your business and why you need to listen to every single word that I say. This next 6 weeks, if you will follow the plan, which what I am doing, you, without question, will be successful if you get off your butt and go to work. I'm going to be very straightforward in these trainings. These trainings will be no different than if you paid me $250 to sit in front of me for 1 hour and be consulted on your business and go in and tear your business apart and tell you why you're going broke or why you're making money. These trainings are going to be for you. This isn't for me. These trainings are going to show you how to start making money right now. You can go out and reinvent the wheel. You're going to go in and I'm going to see it. I will go ahead and tell you what we'll see it. Yes, this is being recorded. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I will see over the next 6 weeks. As I'm talking, people will ask questions. Well, what if I do this, or what if I do this, or what if I do this? If you're going to sit here and ask me what if you do, or why can't you do, or what you want to do for 6 weeks, you're not going to make it because you don't listen to what works. What we're going to talk about is the digital business card and the mobile business card, which is the foundation for which you will, what I call, step sell all of the other products in the platform. And towards the end of the training, we're going to talk about step sales, and I'm going to show you how to build on the digital business card. I can promise you right now, there's my buddy BK Thornwell. I can promise you right now, without question, I don't care what you say, who you are, or how good of a salesperson you are. If you cannot go out and sell the mobile business card or the digital business card, you're never going to sell a mobile app. Now, you may stumble across someone or stumble into someone that wants to buy one, but your sales are not going to be consistent. Your sales will fall apart. You will not be able to build your business. You're going to not make a return on your investment, and you will not be able to do the things that you want to do, which is probably get out of your normal job. And let me ask this question, and I want to start off with this before I get started. How many of you here work another job besides the mobile app business? Anybody on here? Does anybody work a normal job? Just say yes. Just roll them down. And I want you guys to be interactive, and I want you to talk to me, and I want you to share with me because I'm going to get to your hearts. I'm going to pull it out of you. I'm going to kick you in the butt about 57 times, and I'm going to show you how to get away from your job, okay? I want to show you how to build your business and make money. I'm going to tell you a story real quick. I got my little chihuahua, Tilly, is sitting in my arms. She will not let me put her down. Normally, when I start talking, she runs. But so tonight I'm holding her and holding this at the same time. I want to tell you a story about a friend of mine who's been in the business about the same length of time I have, about 3 years. He started in this business, and he and I would go around and around and around. He's one of those guys that you could give him a round wheel and he would carve it square and want to know why it wouldn't roll. Every time I would give him direction where to go, he would back up and he would call me and say, this doesn't work. And when I talk to him and say, tell me what you did, and he would tell me what he did, and he didn't do anything I said. He just continued to run up against the proverbial wall and hit it time after time after time. And my friend is on the call tonight, and I ask his permission to tell this story because it's very important that you understand that not only are you like that, not only is Tom Miles like that, but Kerry Miller was like that when I first started in the mobile app business. I wanted to change the world. I wanted to build the most unbelievable apps out there with every piece of the system there was, and I am a pretty good salesperson. I've been in sales all my life, and I could not sell anything because I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. Why did I not know what I was talking about? Because I wanted to be an expert in everything. I wanted to be a master of everything. But what I was doing was I was going out and I was confusing the world on what is going on. Okay? I was confusing the world about what was happening. What David Craiglow says, man, are you talking about me? Yeah, I am, actually. You know, I'm talking about you because, not just you, David, I'm talking to all of you. If you're having trouble building your business and you're not out making a good 5 figures, when I say 5 figures, $50,000 to $75,000 a year right now. And or if you want to make $50,000 to $75,000 to $100,000 a year, I'm talking to you. If you get off of this 6 weeks of training and you don't go out and make money, it's because you're going to go 6 weeks, and as soon as I'm done, or every night when you get off of these calls, you're going to sit down and you're going to say, gosh, if I could do it this way, I could make twice the money. I'm going to tell you, if you have that mentality, you're going to fail. I had a very candid conversation with a reseller not too long ago, and I'm going to spill my heart on these calls because I want you to be successful. I want you to climb Mount Everest with me. I want to see you plant that flag of success. And he said, you know what? He said, you think you know everything. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think I know anything, but I do know what works. And after we had a long conversation and we started evaluating everything, it came down to he's going to kind of do what I kind of do. And there's nothing wrong with getting outside the box and trying things. But you do that when what you're doing works. Okay? I'm getting ready to launch 4 different app platforms inside Instant App Wizard, but 4 different marketing models that I'm fixing to launch. And if they work, I will share them. If they don't, I won't. But what I want you to do in this next 6 weeks is I want you to clear your brain and get all the crap out of it. I don't want you to think about anything except the mobile business card, the digital business card. How many of you in 6 weeks would like to go in and tell your boss at the job that I'm done, you've replaced your income, and everything is working out for you, and you know without question that you can do this business? How many? Go ahead and tell me if you do or you don't. If you don't and you want to do this part-time, you can take this training and you can use it and work part-time. If you do, I can promise you, if you listen to what I'm saying, and everybody's saying yes, I'm going to tell you, I sold a business, a very successful business, to go into the mobile app business full-time. Full-time. A very, very successful business. I'm going to talk about that in a moment, and that's the reason I got in the mobile app business. But if you will listen to me, if you will follow the plan, we're going to get you where you need to go. Now, let's talk a little bit about the training and what the training is. First off, I want to welcome you to 6 weeks of live training. This is the first time I've ever done this, and it may be the last time I ever do this. 6 weeks of live training to help you launch your business with a DBC and the mobile business card. What can you expect? I want to take you from A to Z with this training. Understanding why the DBC works, how you're going to set it up, building the app, and selling the app. I'm going to take you from everything. It may take longer than 6 weeks. We may be here for 10 weeks. But without question, we're going to be here for the next 6 weeks. We're going to skip Christmas, and I don't think we have to skip New Year's. But we won't be here Christmas week, but we will be here, so a total of 7 weeks. You will see the simplicity, and all of you know that I'm extremely simple. I build my apps very clean. They're very professional. They're very simple, and I build them in about 20 minutes. Okay? You're going to see how I run my business. I'm going to take you inside of my business, how I've built a sales team, how I'm expanding my business, getting outside the market, and a true inside look at where I am going and where I have been. I can tell you, I give people snippets of what I do. I give people tidbits of what I do. You're going to see the complete inside of my business. Exactly, without question, what I do and how I do it. I don't BS around. Most people think I work 100 hours a day on my I usually work a couple hours a day on my web business and have built over 1,000 apps. Would everybody like to do that? Would everybody like to be able to work a couple of 3 hours a day and make an exceptional living and do the things that you want to do and spend the time and go do the things that you want to do? Is there anybody here that doesn't want to do that? Is there anybody here that wants to just completely shut in? Yeah, I dream of it. So did I. I dreamed of it too. That's been my dream my whole life. And building apps and building this app business is what I've done. Now, I actually work about 16 hours a day. But that's because I'm always creating and looking for other avenues to make money. Okay? I'm always looking for other roads to go down to create niche products, just like I did with the digital business card a couple of years ago. I'm going to take you on that journey with me. But you got to listen. I'm not arrogant. I'm not proud. I'm just extremely successful with building what I did and do what I did. And I'm going to tell you how I know it works. And I'm going to go back to the Tom Miles story. Tom, just a few months ago, started saying, you know what, Kerry? I've got to do what you're doing. I've got to follow your plan because I've got to quit trying to recreate the wheel. Tom is now in Oregon building a very successful digital business card business. I'm very proud of him. He sends me his apps when he sells them. I'm very proud of what he's done because Tom finally opened his eyes, and most importantly, he opened his ears. Tom got inside my business, and I taught him what to do. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with you that I did with Tom. Keep your questions to the topic. This isn't Wednesday night training. Tonight, we're not even going in the platform, okay? Wednesday nights are for general platform training. Come on Wednesday nights. You can ask any question you want. I stop the training in the middle of training to show you exactly what to do. This training is specific and to the point. The last 15 minutes of each session will go through a Q&A. Some of these sessions may last an hour. Some of them may last an hour and 15. Some of them may last 45 with 15 question and answer. Start thinking about your Q&As now. I don't want to talk about the platform tonight. We're going to talk about building a business and setting up your business. But most importantly, we're going to talk about what is the digital business card. So we will go through Q&A at the end. Okay? I want to welcome you to the most exciting business you will ever be a part of. I love the mobile business card business. I don't get away from it. I am currently expanding it into other markets. I'm getting ready to launch into other markets. I'm getting ready to get into specialty business cards. The digital business card has changed my life forever. It seems like just yesterday that I came up with this idea. I've always been an out-of-the-box thinker. I love thinking out of the box. I don't want to do what other people do. And after all, every business I have ever built was always taking the road less traveled. I didn't want to do what everyone else was doing. I didn't want to do what I knew everyone else was doing in Instant App Wizard. I didn't want to be the norm. I want to be the exception. I want you to be the exception to the rule. I want you to break out of your shell. I want you to be successful beyond belief. I want us to all be able to get together one day and do things that people only dream of, like go to Palm Beach and go to Mar-a-Lago and sit there and sip wine out by the pool. I want us to be able to do things that are amazing. I want us to be able to go down to Toys for Tots and drop off $10,000 worth of toys or the angel tree and just take the entire tree home. That's what success is. And the only way you can be successful is if you are exceptional and you stop doing the same crap you're doing every day and failing. I want you to be that person. I want you to do that. So many times we get wrapped up in what everyone else is doing, what everyone else is making, how they're doing it, and when we get started, it just doesn't work. And there's a very good reason that happens, okay? There's a very, very valid reason that happens. We want to confront that person. I have people call me, and I'll be honest with you, I don't have 14 hours to spend with every single person every day. I run a very successful mobile app business, so I can't sit on the phone and talk to everybody every day, all day long. I'm a reseller just like you are. There is nothing any different between me and you except I do trainings on Wednesday night, and I was the first reseller in Instant App Wizard. What are you doing that makes you successful? We want to ask that so bad. And you know what's amazing? This is going to blow your mind. I've talked to every reseller probably at least once, with the exception of some of you new folks, at least once on the phone. At least once. You know what's amazing? People will call me and say, how do you do this button? And I've never understood that because it's right in the video trainings that you should be watching. But you would rather have somebody hold your hand through your business and wipe your butt for you in order to show you how to fix a button, when you could sit and figure that out in about 10 minutes yourself and never forget it. But you want me to tell you the one thing no one has ever asked me in the entire 3.5 years I've been doing this? What makes you successful? I talk about it on training all the time. No one has ever said, Kerry, can I ask you a question? I've got you on the phone. How do you do that? And can I do what you do to make money? Isn't that amazing? I just have to ask the question. Is there anybody on here? Eugene says, okay, what makes you successful? Thank you, Eugene. I was just fixing to ask, is there anybody on here that would like to know what has made me successful in the mobile app business? Is there anybody here that would like to have the answer to that question? And everybody's saying yes, yes, yes. You know, and we've got some very successful entrepreneurs in here that are doing very well in the mobile app business. Trust me. And I appreciate them coming on tonight because they inspire me for being here. You know, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you over this next 6 weeks, and I'm going to take you down that road. But if you don't listen, don't call me at the end of the 6 weeks and say, you know what, Kerry, I listened to what you said, but can I do this? I will hang up the phone. I don't even want to talk to you. I want you to be successful listening over the next 6 weeks or 10 weeks or whatever it takes and do what I do, because I'm going to show you. And you're going to tell me, you can say, that's the craziest I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anybody do something so simple and go out and do $1,000, $2,000 a day. There are many answers to those questions, but the one that matters is this. You can do exactly what they are doing if they will tell you exactly what they are doing and how they get there. I talk to a lot of successful people. When I go to Florida, I go down to Palm Beach, and let me tell you something. Palm Beach is just crawling with millionaires. And I love going to this little eating place. It's an outdoor eating place. It's covered. It's really cool. It's called Dune Dogs. I've talked to CEOs of some of the most major corporations in the world. I've talked to CEOs of banks. And you know what? I always talk to them about their success and what made them successful and where they're at today. And I always fill myself with that knowledge as I'm sitting there eating some great fish or I'm sitting there eating their Dune Dogs or whatever I'm eating. But I always make sure I sit at the bar And because that's where the successful people sit, not the families. They come in there individually, and you just feel yourself full of knowledge. And I walk out of there so excited and so pumped up. And I go back to my hotel room, and I sit there and I think, man, look at this mobile app I just built. I'm successful too. But you know what? They don't have time to share with me everything. They don't have time to show me everything they've done. I'm going to do that with you. What I have found is most people will walk you around the block, but they will not stop and explain things along the way. During our question and answer periods, I want you to ask me questions about the specific things we talk about during the training so that everyone can get value from that, okay? Because I'm going to stop along the way. I'm going to stop on the path that we're walking through in this beautiful park with the trees blooming and the flowers growing and everything's happening around us. We can see the kites flying and everything is great. And I'm going to share everything on my heart with you in the next several weeks. And if you will listen, and I will say that many times during this training, if you will listen, you can do the same thing. I've always said if you want to be successful, do as the successful do, and you will have that opportunity. Now, your success may be building 2 apps a week because you can live off of a couple of $1,000s a month, you're debt-free, and that's all you want to do. And I can tell you, you can do that with a mobile business card with your eyes closed and may just barely have to crank your car and put gas in it. If you want to make a 6-figure income, you can do that too. Whatever you want to do, you can do with this platform. But if you want to do it, you want to follow the successful people. You know, it's great getting in the, I'm going to have to put my dog down. She's making me sweat. It's great getting in the Facebook group and talking about all these amazing features and what you can do with it. How can I do this with this? How can I do this with that? Boy, I saw this video on the event guide. How can I do that? And you know what I always do? When I see people asking those questions, I go see how many apps they've built and how many apps they've sold. And you know what the answer usually is? Not very many. You know why? Because they lose their focus. I was talking to one of our resellers just the other day, and man, they were all over the place. They called for a specific thing, and before it was over with, I didn't even know what they were doing. You have to keep your focus. All of those other things will come, I promise you. Without question, you will be able to build that app into a $2,000 app without question. But you've got to build the foundation first. Has anybody ever built a house or had a house built and they waited to put the foundation in last? They said, okay, let's put all the framework up. Let's put the roof on. Go ahead and move the furniture in. Everything is good to go. And then you realize you didn't pour any concrete. Or there's no piers, or there's no beams. There's nothing to put a floor in. And next thing you know, the house starts crumbling. And the house crumbles down around you, and you say, oh my gosh. I added all these extra things, but I forgot the most important thing of all. I forgot to lay the foundation in order to build my house on. I forgot to lay the foundation in order to build this app business on. What I'm going to give you is the foundation to build your business on. It's going to be the most amazing thing you've ever seen. But what's so amazing about it, it is so simple that literally I can teach anybody to do it. And you're going to have the opportunity to do what someone that has been there, hit the proverbial wall, and is successful, you're going to be able to do that. I've always asked myself why. Why are people afraid to share their heart? Why are people afraid to share their business knowledge? And some of you are probably sitting there thinking right now, why in the world would he take time out of his day? Why in the world would he take time to build his competition around him? Don't take this personal. You're not my competition. You will never be my competition. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that there is so much business out there that we will never compete against each other. I can guarantee you that. We will never compete against each other because we're going to go after slightly different markets. The marketplace is so large, we could literally, all 100 plus of us that are on this call, line up side by side, hold hands, and never talk to the same customers. Don't be afraid that you're in competition with anyone, because you're not. Don't be afraid that I'm teaching you this method that you're going to be in competition with everyone that's listening on here, because you're not. There's some of you will go through this 6 weeks of training and won't do nothing. It's just going to happen because you're lazy. Because you think that someone's going to open the door because you sell mobile apps and run up to your office and knock the door down and say, woohoo, I need a mobile app. It don't happen. You'd rather sit and wait than you would to go out and build. I know in this industry, the mobile app industry, there is more business than there are app builders, without question. We go into hundreds of businesses a month, and they say no one has ever graced their door because we asked them. No one's ever showed me anything like this. No one. And they're amazed at how great the product is, and I'm amazed that they think something so simple is so great. So surely it can't be that these business people are afraid of losing business. Surely to goodness, I wouldn't be sitting here today if I thought I would lose one single dollar of my income to any of you. Because if I thought that, I would never come on and talk to you. What gives me the authority to teach you anything? I mean, why is it you're here tonight even listening to me? What gives me the authority to even speak to you? Who am I to tell you this even works? What have I done that gives me the credit I need to get you where you need to go? I'm going to give you just a quick history for the new folks. Many of you that are on here, probably about a third of you maybe, know my story. You've been with me for several years. In April of 2012, I was looking to take my roofing company in a different direction. I knew mobile was the way to go. I knew that was the way because I sat around and I watched it happening every single day. After many sleepless nights and no technical background, I found the platform to do exactly what I needed it to do. It gave me a way to market to my clients at the click of a button, and it was all mobile based. While other roofing companies were sitting around on their butts, letting their salespeople sit around the office on a beautiful day because there was no storm in the area, guess what? Guess what happened? I was out with my little Instant App Wizard mobile app, and I was building my business. I took my business from $100,000 to $1.9 million in about 18 months. And it happened. What did I do it with? A mobile business card. Now, at that time, I didn't know I was using a mobile business card. At that time, I was using a marketing platform because that's what I needed. I needed, you guys have got some great comments strolling through there. Thank you so much. I hope I pump you up. Somebody said, man, I'm so happy I could go out and sell an app right now. I hope I've got you pumped up. I hope you're ready to go do something. And go out and start a roofing app business. But that's what I did. And I had something in my hand that I didn't even realize the power of what I had. And after doing what I needed to do and doubling my revenues with the app, I was hooked. Who needed to roof houses when I could show others how to build mobile apps? And it's so funny because right before I was talking to somebody the other day, and right before I decided to get out of the roofing business, I actually fell through a roof and fell through a bedroom. And thank God I landed on the bed. Of course, it cost me about $5,000 to fix everything. But I knew right then, it's time to move on. Who needed to roof houses when I had the power of this to go out and do what I was able to do? I've been training successful people all over the world how to launch a successful app business since 2012. And it's been the most amazing thing I've ever done. But the amazing part is some have listened and have gone on to great success. Some don't listen and they're still trying to figure it out. I'm going to show you how to listen and what you need to listen to, and you're going to make it happen. Thank you, David Craiglow, for that statement. David Craiglow says, you're my brother in Christ and you're my brother in business. I want to share a couple of testimonials with you. Testimonials, when I get these testimonials, they make me feel so good. I'd be so good. Thank you, BK. You're my brother. BK is my brother from another mother. We're going to be shooting across the country in that hot sports car here in just a couple of months. Here's what the owner of Creature Consulting had to say. The webinars have been so amazing and have been really inspired us lately. We are selling and closing more and more contracts daily. Thank you for all that you do to help everyone to be successful in their businesses. Katrina Strykerida. And she's talking about the Wednesday night trainings. You've got to be on the Wednesday night trainings, or you at least have to watch the Wednesday night trainings when they're over with. The Wednesday night trainings are so important to your success. And I don't mean get in there and watch 5 minutes and say, oh gosh, I'm not going to listen to this for an hour. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Mike Cahill might have said it. Talking about the golden nuggets. You know, you can pull the golden nuggets out of things. The whole webinar may not be for you, but there are some golden nuggets in there that you're going to be able to pull out, or there's going to be information in there that you're going to remember. Sit down and take notes. Just don't watch a training video. Take notes of what's in that video. Take notes of the day of the video. Take notes of everything there is about that video. And when it hits your brain, you don't have to pick up the phone and try to call somebody or send a ticket to support. You've already heard it. You know where it's at. And you can see what Katarina says about the webinars. Here's what Ryan Fristow of Phonette Marketing had to say. And let me tell you something. Ryan Fristow has built an extremely successful business with these mobile apps. And I mean very, very successful. My first 2 months, I struggled a little bit because I was trying to reinvent the wheel in many ways. However, every Wednesday night, I've been present for the training provided by Mr. Miller, and that has been a gigantic help to keep me headed in the right direction, even if I wandered off in the wrong direction for a little bit. That's what those Wednesday night trainings are set to do. Some nights they're motivational. Some nights they're a kick in the butt. Some nights we're inside the platform, but they're to help you stay on track to be successful. And Will Sims of Sims Mobi Solution. Kerry's innovative approach to building mobile assets will give you a fresh new approach to take to the streets. I am fortunate enough to get training every Wednesday via a webinar. At the end of the night, I take his advice and I run with it. Kerry's been instrumental in pushing me to be more successful than I have ever been in direct sales. And I will push you to the end of the earth to help you be successful. I am here today to help you achieve the same success with this very simple product, the mobile business card. It doesn't get any more simpler than this. It's absolutely amazing what the mobile business card can do for you. I want you to clear your entire brain, okay? I want you to get everything out of your brain right now. Even bring yourself down. You're probably up on about a 20 on the excitement scale right now. Bring yourself down because I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. I want you to understand, if you don't get anything, remember I was talking about the golden nuggets? If you don't get anything else out of this training tonight, I want you to hear this one statement. No matter what you call it, it can make you a lot of money. And do you see right here? Does everybody see this word right here? I want everybody to type in this word right here that I'm circling on this screen. It's right here. Okay, everybody. I want to need to see 100 of these right now because I want you to type this in. We're here for a very specific reason tonight. Okay? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. If you follow my success plan. I didn't say if you follow a success plan. I didn't say go out and buy a book for dummies, okay, and people are just, thank you for all the ifs. I'm glad everybody sees that. I didn't say go out and buy a book. You're going to get all the information you need. All you got to do is show up. If you follow my success plan. Why my success plan? I've done it. I've been there. I've hit the wall. I've done everything I need to do to be successful. and I tweak it every single day. And every time I tweak it, once you get to where you're going to be, you're going to see me tweak it, and I'm going to share that with you on Wednesday nights when things change. Okay? And I want to make sure that you follow this success plan. If you will go out and sell business cards. Are you going to go out and sell 5 the first day? No. You may go out and talk to 25 people the first day and sell 1. And then the next day, go out and talk to 25 people and sell 2. And the next day, go out and talk to 25 people and sell 3. Okay? But the whole time you're building your business, and those people, we just sold an app and it was amazing. We've been to this guy about 9 times. One of my sales reps. And he hit him one more time. And guess what? He had to have it because every single business around him had one. A potential customer is always a potential customer as long as you're walking and breathing and can walk in and say, hey, are you ready to build that app now? The most important thing you will read here is if. You know, there's an old saying, if a frog had wings, he would not bust his butt every time he jumps. If you follow my success plan, and remember what I said in the beginning? Remember what I said? Getting someone to share with you what truly made them successful usually doesn't happen. I'm going to share with you step by step over these next several weeks what will make you successful. What you have to do to be successful. And if you listen to me, I give you my promise. If you do what I say, and you're saying, well, that's pretty bold, Kerry. That's pretty bold of you to say that. No, it's not bold at all. You remember in the first grade when you used to go in and you would take the frogs in and the crickets in and you would go out in your yard and you would pick up rocks and you would find really cool rocks because you worked really hard because you wanted your rock collection to be the best rock collection and you did all those things and you put together this really cool bug collection or whatever it was. And you stood before the class and you knew every single thing there was about everything that was pinned and are glued in your little box top, usually a shoe box top, and it was all labeled and everything was there, and you stood in front of the class and you got that A+ because you were so into it that you wanted to have the best in the business. You wanted to be the best in front of the class. You wanted the teacher to pat you on the head. You wanted to tell her how much she loved you for your work. You know why you did that? You know what made that work? Because you wanted to be successful. You wanted to be the best at what you could be. I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you exactly, step by step, how I run my business. Step by step at what makes me successful. I use it every single day. I do the same thing every single day. It doesn't change. I'm extremely routine. I do the same thing. I build my apps the same way. I'm going to show you in a couple of weeks how to step by step build an app exactly the way I do. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to build the apps the way that I do. And you know what's amazing about the apps that I build? I can promise you there's not a day that goes by that a customer doesn't call me and thank me for the app that I built and how awesome it looks. I put a lot of heart into my apps. I put a lot of soul into my apps. You need to do the same thing. You don't need to boggle around and try to figure anything out. I'm going to show you how to do that. There will be no question when this is over if you can build a very, very good quality app that you can go out and get $249 for. How many of you would like to go out every single day and sell 2 apps? Is there anybody on the training right now who would love to go out and work about 4 to 6 hours a day and sell 2 apps every single day at $249? Is there anybody on here that could not use, what is it, $498 a day? That's roughly $2,500 a week $10,000 a month. Is there anybody on here that wouldn't want to do that? Nobody has said no, yes, and the thing is still scrolling. If you will listen to what I'm telling you to do, you'll be able to do that. So I'm not going to waste any more time. How many of you know who Kerry Miller is now? Does everybody on here, just type Kerry, K-E-R-R-Y. Does everybody know who Kerry is right now? Is everybody ready to listen and see what Kerry does to be successful? And he said, some guy from Texas. You know, are you ready to be successful? Are you ready to launch your careers and get the hell out of a job and start doing something that makes you successful, making $10,000 a month, and forget everything else? That I'm fixing to show you exactly. Thank you, Tom. Tom says you the man. You guys are fun. Yeah, I would read everything that's going across, but some of it's not proper. But anyway, I appreciate all the great comments. The first thing I'm going to show you is the anatomy of the business card. This is probably, other than you finding out who I am, and because I like talking about myself, the most important thing you're going to learn tonight. I don't want you building your business cards any other way. Get all the other crap off of it so you don't have to explain it to anybody. I want you to build it I don't want you to deviate from what I do, because if you deviate, guess what's going to happen? You're going to come back and you're going to call me and say, you know what, Kerry, I tried to do what you did, but it didn't work. And I'm going to say, send me your app and I'm going to look at it, and it's going to have 25 buttons on there. And you had to try to explain all those buttons. We are going to sell a mobile business card. We are going to sell a digital business card, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to make you, 2 of them a day will make you $498. Pretty stinking good money. That gives you money to go out and eat breakfast on, lunch on, put gas in your car and come back home and put some money in the bank. What does the mobile business card consist of? Before I go here, and I want everybody that can, that knows my training, tell me how many buttons, including the button bar, my mobile business card has on it. And I'm not talking about the bottom buttons for the social media. How many buttons does my mobile business card have on it? The majority of you get it right? The majority of you? Some of you aren't counting the button bar, but you know where I'm at. This is what makes this so extremely simple. First off, let me say this. Do not overcomplicate this. Don't. Don't overcomplicate anything. Keep it simple. My whole life is simple. Do I get upset sometimes? Yes. Next time you talk to Woodrow, ask him, has Kerry ever thrown a temper tantrum? I'm like a 2-year-old kid when I get elevated. I throw a temper. He hangs up on me because he don't want to listen to me. I get elevated sometimes, and I go to a different place in life. Okay. Total buttons 9. No, absolutely not. Hell no. I never put 9 buttons on an app. I get so elevated that sometimes I just lose focus. I call it diarrhea of the mouth. But you know what? When it comes to business, I'm just a simpleton. I don't know how to be complicated. I don't want to be complicated. So don't overcomplicate the process. The mobile business card is simple. It's extremely powerful and effective introducing your client the complete mobile marketing system. Does everybody see what I said at the bottom? Does everybody see the last 3 words on this training? Could you just type those last 3 words in the box real quick, in the question box? I want to make sure that you understand those last 3 words, because that's where we're going. That's where the digital business card is going to take you. Does everybody see that? Yeah, absolutely. Keep on rolling them. I want everybody to do it. This is interactive training. You're sitting in class. This just costs you 6 trainings times $250? That's $1,000, $1,250. You're getting $1,250 worth of training from Kerry Miller, so you're going to be interactive, okay? So pretend that you paid for it, all right? Mobile marketing system. The mobile marketing system, $1,500. Thank you, BK. BK just threw me another $250 bone. The mobile marketing system is extremely important because that's where we're going. The mobile marketing system is going to take this digital business card at $249 to $24.99. How many of you would you rather have $249 a year or $2,400 a year? I mean, I'm not a math genius, obviously, because I didn't know what 6 times 250 was. But you know, without question, you would rather have $249, $24.99 than $249 any day. Any day. Think of this. What if you had 100 apps at $2,499 a year? I mean, would that not be absolutely amazing? Was that $240,000 a year? How many of you want to make $250,000 a year? How many of you here would like to make $250,000 a year? Anybody here would like to make $250,000 a year? Yeah, that didn't take long for those yeses to start flying. Let's take a look at the anatomy of the mobile business card, and this is where we're going to start. I want this to ingrain in your head. I'm going to send this video out whenever it finishes rendering. I'm going to send this video out, and I want you to breathe, eat, sleep, kiss, hug, everything you can, knowing the anatomy of a mobile business card. Because when you go in and talk to your clients, when you go in and talk to your customers, you need to make sure they know exactly what they're getting and the power of every single button. This is the mobile business card. The only thing that will vary is the social media buttons down here. How many social media buttons, links that you have? This is the only thing that varies. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contact us is actually your address and maps, but in the area where we're selling this, we started off with contact us. We changed it once to address and maps, and guess what everybody asked us? How come we don't have contact us on our app? So we do every single app in that area, and it says contact us. The first is the call us button. Now, what does this have? What does this have that every single business card has? I want you to think of the psychology behind what we produced, okay? What gave me this concept? First off, if you pull out a business card, it's always got their what on it. It's always got their phone number. Every business card has a phone number. Now, think about this for a moment. You're sitting there talking to your client, and you say, how would you like your customers to be able to pull out their phone and just touch on a button to call you versus trying to fumble through their purse or through their pocket or through their wallet, and they cannot find your business card, so they go online. Listen to what I'm fixing to say. So they go online and they Google something, and it's not your business that comes up, and they hit their click to call button. What did I just tell that person? I just told that person if they don't have his app on their phone so that all they have to do is click on that little icon, okay? All they had to do was click on the little icon and click on the little call to us button. They're going to go to Google and they're going to find their competition. How important is that? Is that not extremely important to let them know that, hey, they don't have to find your business card that they've already lost. They've got your phone number right on the front of their phone, and all they have to do is click that button, and they don't have to go find your competition because they can't find your business card because you've shown them how to put that little icon on their phone using this little triangle right here, okay? You just told him that, look, dude, if you're smart enough to hear what I'm saying, your customers have to be able to call you. And your business card has already been washed 57 times in the washing machine, and they can't read it anymore. You just said that in the first button. Thank you, Tom. Tom said that's a great looking card. You just said that in the first button, that they have to have your digital business card. And then where do we get to? We get to email us. What else is on the bottom of most business cards? Their email, okay? Their email. I don't put that on the home page. I'm talking about the home page. Oh, I see what you're saying. David's kept every little thing. The homepage, the email us button. Very important. Hey, John, you know, one way people communicate today, and it's probably one of the most popular ways other than texting, it's number 2 on the list is email. But you know what happens most of the time? Most people don't have your email address, but they want to communicate with you while they're on the go. They don't want to call because they don't want a lengthy conversation. They just want to ask you a quick question. So they have the ability, instead of going home, getting on their computer, typing in your email address, if they can find your business card and send you an email list of questions that they won't answer, so that you can respond to them in written format and answer their questions. You know, John, all they have to do with your app is click on email us. And they can fill out that information right on the spot, click the send button, and they have just sent you an email via their mobile phone. Now, what have you just done with John? Do you not think that he's already thinking in his mind, you know what? I don't have anything like this. And you're going to sit there and tell them, okay, that everybody else is getting mobile. Why is everybody else getting mobile? Because Google says that you're going to be mobile. And you kind of give him a little bit, you know, John, the reason I'm telling you these two things right here, and that I told you that people will go to Google, is because Google has come out and said that every business will be mobile or you will not be indexed. That means that, John, you know that website that you have? And it's a good-looking website. People aren't going to be able to find it because it's not directing to any type of mobile app. You have to have that so that they can find your information, so that they can contact you just with the first 2 buttons. And then we also know, John, how important Facebook is. John, do you have a Facebook page? Are your kids on Facebook? Do your customers talk about Facebook? How many people walk into your store and they're on their phone talking on Facebook? And John's going to sit there and say, yeah, my kids don't get off of it. Everybody that's walking in my store, you just told him, hey, you know what? Everybody says that they've got a mobile phone. And he starts visualizing people walking into his store with a mobile phone. And let me tell you what Facebook does for you, John. Let me tell you what the share feature does for you. All those people that are on your app and they've got their Facebook app on their phone, all they have to do is click on that, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to be able to share your app with all your friends. Now, what if that person's in here and someone has asked about a diesel mechanic? And I don't remember who it was, but I know they're on my Facebook page. All they have to do is click this, and now they can just share to all the people that read that Facebook timeline all about your business. But it's not just going to that person. If they've got 1,000 people, 1,000 friends on their timeline, 1,000 people have the opportunity to see that. Now, you notice what I said. I didn't say 1,000 people will see that. Never say what people will see on Facebook, because it all depends on the algorithm of what Facebook is doing that day. I said 1,000 people have the opportunity to do that, okay? And now we're going to get down here to the contact us, addresses in Google Maps. John, let me ask you a question. How many maps do you carry in your car? I don't carry one. When was the last time you had a map in your car, John? I don't. John, let me ask you a question. Make sure you word it just like this. John, when you're going somewhere and you don't know where you're going, how do you get the directions to get there? 99.9% of the time, he's going to say, I get them on my phone. John, let me show you how our addresses interact with Google Maps and bring them right to your door via the GPS system in their phone. Click on the button, show him the map. It's going to show you standing right in his store if you've got your GPS turned on. Always make sure when you go do a presentation, have your GPS turned on your phone. Always make sure when you do a presentation, you have your GPS turned on your phone. Always when you go do a presentation, make sure you have GPS turned on your phone. Does anybody understand that that's an important thing that I just said? Can anybody here tell me what I just said? Always do. Can anybody on the training, matter of fact, I want everybody to tell me what I just said, always do when you go in to do a presentation. There you go. Keep it on. I know everybody heard me. There you go. There you go. Don't forget that. And everybody's telling me what I said. And I said that for a reason. You don't want to get in their store and click on that map and expect GPS to work if it's not turned on. When you demonstrate your product, make sure everything is turned on your phone. That has to work correctly. Okay? It has to work correctly. Or you'll do like somebody said in the Facebook group today, they look like a dummy because they didn't know something didn't work correctly. You know what? That's your fault. It's your fault. If you don't know what the product is, guess what? That's your fault. It's not Kerry's fault. I go through this platform every day to make sure I don't miss anything. You've got to go through the platform. Share web app feature. This is extremely, extremely powerful. Okay? The share web app feature allows them to do viral texting and email, share via email right from the phone. And we're going to break these down individually next week, so you're going to understand them more. This is an overview. This is the anatomy of, okay? And you're going to be able to ask me questions in about 10 or 15 minutes or so. Okay? So everybody got it? Okay. The share web app feature, if you have the viral texting feature, works with the messaging system of the phone, not a third-party app, not an add-on system. It works with the messaging system on the phone. If you have multiple messaging systems, and I'm going to show you this next week, if you have multiple messaging systems on that phone, it will ask you which one you want to use when you get ready to send out a message. Okay? It will ask you which one you want to use. You just hit the messaging system that comes with the phone. Not a text now, not a meet now, not any of those extracurricular add-on app features that most people use, believe it or not. A lot of companies understand, okay, that there are multiple texting features out there. If you've got Google Hangouts on your phone, that's a messaging feature. So you have to make sure, okay, that you use the text messaging system of the phone. And also the email share feature. Very important that you show both of those. Now, when you do those, okay, you want to tap on it, and you say, I'm going to text you this app and show you how you can share this app in a matter of seconds. And I'm going to tell you a story as soon as I finish this, okay? You sit there and you show them and you bring it up and you share it via what? You share it via text. But let me tell you what most people forget to do. And I cannot figure for the life of me why they forget to do this. I don't understand it. They forget to show how you can share it also via email. Show both features. Sit there and ask him, hey, John, what's your phone number? I'm going to share my app with you right now so you can see exactly how this works. Show and tell, show and sell. Show and tell, show and sell. Show and tell, show and sell. I want everybody to tell me what I just said. I want everybody to tell me my process of sharing an app with someone. What did I just say? I said it 3 times. I want to see it. There you go. Absolutely. There you go. There you go. I love it when people listen. It makes me feel so good that you're not sitting there eating a T-bone steak. Arginine and Diego, I'm probably sitting here eating some cookies and ice cream. And maybe some chocolate pie. Okay, that's exactly right. Show and tell, show and sell. Don't. I wish I was there with you, buddy, eating that strip. I'll tell you that right now. All right? You have to show both features. You have to show them what the app does. That's what's going to sell it. When they see it actually working, it's amazing. Get rid of those, I won't say it that way. Get rid of those PowerPoint presentations and all that crap you walk in with, and walk in with your phone. That milkshake. Boy, y'all got a heck of a good memory. you've got to share with them what's on your phone. A presentation doesn't work. You know, a presentation doesn't work. Show and tell, show and tell, show and sell the app. That's what you're doing. The V card, very, very powerful. And you know what just blows my mind? If you do not have the viral text feature, that's an add-on feature. I think it's $20 a month, I think. Go in, you can go into your platform and you could purchase that. It's the most powerful feature that you can put on your phone. It literally closes probably 50% of our deals when we do that to a customer. The V card is extremely powerful. You're selling them a digital business card, okay? The V card is what's called a virtual business card. The V card is so powerful because inside the V card, you have the opportunity to put their information in the contact section of the mobile phone. All you do is fill out the information in the app, save it, okay? Okay, then it should be there, Glenn. I'll take a look at your stuff. The V card information is very powerful. That's a virtual card, okay? And in that virtual card, and we're going to go through this when we build out an app, you always make sure you put the app link URL. And when you show them how to put listen to what I'm fixing to say. When you show them how to put your business card on their phone using the V card, when you show them how to put your app information on their phone using the V card, it's very powerful because now when they go in and open up that V card, the link for the app is inside that V card. You tap on the link on the app and it brings the app up on the phone. Not their website that's not mobile ready. You bring the actual app up on the phone. You have to make sure two things happen. You have to make sure that you text them your app. You have to make sure that you show them how to use this little triangle right here, how to save it to their phone, and then you need to show them how to download the V card onto their phone. What have you just done for yourself? Take them out of it. Take them completely out of it. You just marketed your own business to that person forever. Because I'm going to tell you one thing they're never going to do. They're not going to take you out of their contact. It's not going to happen. People don't take people out of their contacts unless they can't stand them or it's a family member they don't like. It's always in there. So every time he goes in and he goes past the G's and he says, get digi, what's going to happen to his brain? He's going to say, damn, that's that digital business card guy that I talked to, and I never got one of those. He may not do it the first time, the second time, it may be the 50th time, but eventually he's going to say, let me call this guy, and he's going to open that up, and what's going to happen? That link to your app's going to be there, and he's going to tap on that link, and it's going to open your app, and he's going to say, I got to have that. He might not have got it that day. Maybe his kids were driving him crazy, or the dog tore up his shoes, or something happened to him. Something just drove him crazy, and he wasn't able to do what he wanted to do that day. But he sees the name of your company over and over. Maybe he sees that Northwest Marketing that Tom Miles has when he showed him how to put that V card on his phone. And he goes in there and he goes to that contact information and he drives through there. I'm talking about your business now. I'm talking about elevating your business to the top of the market. I'm talking about making sure your business is on every single customer's phone that you talk to. You never leave a customer that he does not have the icon on his app and the V card on his phone. Never. Because when you do that, if you walk out there, remember, I told you, don't take nothing in there. You take something in there and you sell for me, you won't sell for me but about 15 seconds. Because I don't sell paper. I sell technology. And I want to make sure that that technology is where? On their phone. And I want to make sure that technology is seen every time they pull it up. This is one of those golden nuggets, Mike. This is one of those golden nuggets that I don't talk about in some of the training. I told you I'm going to share everything that we do to make sure that we are successful, but to make sure that all those referrals come back to us, and every time they see our company. That's why it's very important. You can't see it on this app, but it's very important that you have the branded feature. Because every time they open your app, you want to make sure they know who you are. Extremely important. Okay? The V card is very powerful. Now, if they have social media links, you put the social media links down here. I'm going to talk about social media links and social media in a later training. But just know that the social media links vary depending on what they have, and it goes on the bottom of the app. Okay? Why do we not sell it as a mobile app? Most of you should know my answer to this question. Most of you have heard me say this a million times. And if you don't know, shame on you, because you're out selling something that you're probably having a tough time selling, and you're probably not doing very well. And if you are doing well, congratulations. In my experience, I have found small to medium businesses do not understand the full power of the mobile app. You know why they don't understand it? Can anybody tell me why the business doesn't understand the full power of the mobile app? Is there any? I just need one or two people, or all of you can answer, but I just need to see this answer. Why does a small to medium business not understand the full power of the mobile app? Anybody? Just throw it out there. I'm dying to see what the answer is. They just don't understand. I see it rolling up, and I see some of you emulating the words and repeating the words I've said. The mobile app is too complicated. They're not familiar. They're too busy to learn. Okay? There's too many features. It's not their business. They do not know what it is. And let me tell you something. Let me flip that around. You know why you cannot go out and sell a mobile app? Does anybody know why you yourself are not going out and selling full-blown mobile apps? Now give me the answer to that. Why are most of you on here not selling full-blown mobile apps? I'm getting the same answers. I don't understand the features. It's too complicated. Somebody says, that's not what I go out there for. Yeah, we don't understand the power. We got too many fancy features for the app. You know, and that's exactly the same reason they don't understand it is the reason you can't sell it, because you haven't understood it yet. And that's why we're going to start off with the mobile business card, because I tell you, how many of you understood the 6 buttons that we talked about tonight? Is that pretty simple to understand? Or you can watch this video again and you can understand the power of those 6 buttons. Then why in the heck would you go sell anything else? Is there any reason to sell anything else other than what I showed you tonight and go out and get $249 for it? Mary out in Hawaii is getting $349 or $449 for hers. I'm fixing to launch an app that I'm going to get $349 for. It's a mobile business card with 2 more features, and I'm going to teach that once I get it launched. $349, and you know what? It takes me 2 more minutes to do it. I'm going to add $100 to the app. They don't understand the features. And you do not have time in a 15-minute presentation when you've got them on the spot to explain to them every feature set of our mobile apps. You don't. So you're going to stumble over yourself. You're not going to be able to explain it to them. Now they're definitely confused. You're upset, okay? And you just absolutely, just fall apart. I'll answer that in just a moment, Eddie. If you'll remember to ask me during the question and answer period, I'll answer that question. And the answer is not really, and I'll tell you why. Just using that word mobile app confuses them. It totally confuses them because they don't understand it. They don't understand the application for their business. They will understand the application of the mobile business card because they understand what? They understand a paper business card. You can literally show them the same things on their paper business card that you're going to show them on that mobile business card. And when they realize that everybody that's walking in their store has a phone because you pointed out and now they really realize it, okay, it's very simple to sell. It's very simple to sell. Now, I'm not going to tell you you're going to close 100% of your clients. But I can tell you this, if you follow up with them, you will close a large percentage of them. Every business owner understands the term business card. They've all used them. Every one of you have a business card. You probably have business cards for your own business. Don't ask me why in the world you would do that. Why you would even walk around with a business card and give somebody a business card. That doesn't make any sense at all. You just took about 90% of your marketing capabilities away if you give someone a paper business card. How many of you here give out a paper business card? Anybody? Be honest with me. How many of you here had paper business cards made for your business? Just say yes or no, and I'm not going to call anybody out. But I would be really interested to know. Some people say, yeah, absolutely. Why in the world would you do that? Yeah, prior to AEW. I'm talking about now with your IEW business. Why would you give somebody a paper business card? Never, ever, ever. It is. I'm gonna stomp on your toes. Never, ever, ever do that again. Throw them away, burn them, throw them in the trash can. If you got a fireplace, it's going to be great starter fuel. You know, never, ever, ever do that again. Because you don't want to hang your phone on Panera's wall. Dude, you're not going to sell mobile business cards with business cards. You may get one every now and then. It's not a waste of time. Go out and sell them. Go out and sell them. Undermines your business. Absolutely. It undermines your business. If you're going to leave anything on the counter, leave a QR code. I would never, ever put a business card out there because you just told that person it doesn't work. You just told them it doesn't work. Now, you can continue to do it, but I'm just telling you, you just took away from what your business is. The mobile business card is the entryway into the business. The entryway into the business. The upgrades giving various revenue streams moves them into the full mobile app. And we're going to completely talk again about some training that I did a while back in this training series. Okay? We're going to talk about revenue streams and what I call step selling. And I'm going to take you through all the steps, okay? Exactly how to build one on top of the other. Continue to build one on top of the other. And your revenue streams, your monthly residual, your monthly recurring, everything that comes in off of that, you will be shocked at what happens to your checking account. Especially when you set them up on a recurring Stripe payment and every 48 hours, you've got money hitting your banking account. And you get that alert that says your account just brought in another $300 today or $400 or $150 or whatever it is. And let me tell you, there's no better feeling in the world as a business person knowing that you're sitting at Chili's eating lunch with your friends and you get to pay the bill because you just made an extra $150. Why? Because you're the consummate professional, you are the business person, and you are selling mobile business cards. Can we add other functions to the mobile business card? This is the number one question I get asked. The number one question I get asked is, can we add other functions to the mobile? Of course. Absolutely. Just don't do it now. If you're out trying to do that when you're selling the mobile business card, you're defeating the entire purpose of doing what I'm telling you to do. That's right. Do it right once and get paid forever. Absolutely, Eugene. That's a great saying. Yes, you can, and I'm going to show you how to do that, but don't convolute the conversation. Remember, you've only got 10 or 15 minutes to do your presentation. 10 or 15 minutes to do your presentation. Okay? And I'm going to stop right there. I want to go back to the V card real quick, and I hate I got out of sequence. I just helped someone put together a directory for a BNI meeting. BNI is a group meeting of business people, okay, and they're all over the country. And he did the V-card presentation, did the viral text presentation in his meeting. There's 60 businesses in there, and he's probably going to get about 50 of them. He just did that today. We worked on it over the weekend together. And it's a very powerful way that that viral text feature closes deals without question. We can add loyalty rewards. We can add reputation management. We can add mobile scratch-off coupons, event calendars, and so much more. Okay? You can add so many things to this app and build them. You can build one app one way and another app another way, and you can do all those kind of things. Okay? Just don't do it now. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? I want to make sure that every single person knows what I'm saying here. Okay? Just don't do it now. Does everybody here understand what I'm saying? Everybody. I want everybody to say yes. This is one of those group participation moments. Do it exactly like I'm telling you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay. We're going to add all this stuff later because I'm going to show you how to take these apps and I'm going to show you how to make a fortune. Okay. I'm going to show you how to make a fortune. But what are we working on right now? The digital business card and the mobile business card. The mobile business card will turn it into a steady stream of recurring income for you and your client. Because you're going to show him how to take these additional features that he's going to pay you $49 a month for each one. Because now we're selling feature sets. Now we're selling him add-ons that he's going to pay monthly for because he already knows how great the platform is. You've already given him that marketing platform. Now you're going to show him how to use that marketing platform to do these add-on features, and you're going to show him how it's going to continually bring him in recurring income so that he writes you that check every single month for you doing something one time, and you're making $49 on every single one of them. How many of you would like to have 100 clients paying you $49 every single month for one add-on feature? Would that not be awesome? And all you had to do is go in and sell them one upsell. You don't even have to go back and do anything else. You go sell them one, and you're making $4,900 a month for doing one thing. What if it's a coupon and he's paying you $49 a week because he wants 4 of them a month? Would that not be awesome? It would be fabulous. Who would not want that? And if you follow what I'm going to tell you to do, you can go out and get 100 of your clients after you sell 100 business cards, and you're going to start building that residual, and there is no better way. Listen what I'm fixing to tell you. You can take every single thing else out of it. You can go out and make a fortune with mobile coupons. Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you want to do it, they're always going to be recurring. Some customers may do it quarterly, but it's always going to be recurring. Same thing with loyalty rewards. Who needs the mobile business card? Who needs this? I can tell you from experience, okay? I can tell you from experience that I've got just about every single niche, from tattoo shops to smoke shops to beauty shops to what do you call those places that's got old stuff in them that they sell? They collect old stuff and then they sell it. Antique shops, I couldn't think of the word. Antique shops, you name it. I've got them all. There's not a genre that I have not, a niche that I have not been in. That the old crap shop. Yeah, exactly. That's what they are to be, flea shops, flea stores, whatever you call it. I've got them all. I've done them all. And herbaries. Tom Miles just sold to a medical herb. The correct term is marijuana. Medical herb store in Oregon today. And it's a beautiful app, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you guys some apps here in a couple of weeks, and that's one of them I'm going to show you that he built. Great app. There's nothing you can't say. Yeah, cannabis, the cannabis store. And I told him I kind of had glaucoma, send me a little test. But there's not a business out there that you cannot sell to. Not a business. One. Don't bypass anyone. Now, I'm going to teach you how to niche some things up later on in the training. I wasn't going to do this, but for you folks that will stick around for the next 6 to 10 weeks, I will have 2 of my niche products launched. I will introduce those to you and show you what I'm doing. And I'm not concerned about the competition. I will show you exactly what I'm doing, and you can duplicate it. Okay? It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very, very powerful. So I will show everybody that when we wrap up training. And we'll do a little bit of training on that. Would everybody like to see that? Would everybody like to see the new product, the new business cards that I'm going to come out with in just a few weeks and show you what we're going to do? Absolutely. And I will be more than happy to do that. If somebody's got a paper business card, they need to see it. We are committed and dedicated to bring mobile solutions to the small to medium businesses of every city all over the world. If that's not your commitment, if that's not your dedication, if that's not what you want to do is sell mobile business cards, then you're on the wrong training. You accidentally got here somehow. I don't know. But I want to make sure that you are committed to what I'm going to teach you. How many of you by the end of this 6 weeks wants to be making $5 grand a month? How many of you by the end of this 6 weeks would like to pop $5 grand a month? Then just follow me what I'm doing. Let's go to Mount Everest together. Let's climb that mountain and plant that flag. How do you sell it? How do you sell this mobile app? I want everybody to type it in. I want to make sure you understand. I want to make sure you know what I'm saying. I want to make sure you know where I'm coming from. How do you do it? It's right there on the screen. I want to see everybody type it. That's right. Show and tell. Show and sell. If you're doing anything other than that, your business is going to suffer. Your business will suffer. And if you don't understand that, call me and let me go in and look at your platform and let's talk about the number of apps that you built. How many of you built 16 apps over the Thanksgiving holidays? How many of you on this call built 16 apps last week, and it was a short week, 3 days? How many of you built 16 apps last week over the holidays, over the Thanksgiving holidays? Anybody? Just say yes or no. If it's a yes, awesome. If it's a no, awesome. By Wednesday, I built 16 apps for the holidays. By Sunday, I built 6 more. 10 in practice. There you go. Hey, at least you was practicing, brother. I'm proud for you, Glenn. At least you was doing something to make something happen. 16 apps by the close of business Wednesday, woke back up on Friday and built 5 more. 6 more, I think it was, by Sunday. Remember, if I cannot embed in your brain anything more than this, if I cannot embed in your brain anything more than this, even more important than a show and tell, show and sell, keep it simple. A complicated presentation is a confused customer. A complicated presentation is a confused customer. And if you walk in and you don't know the definition and the capabilities of every single feature set that you're going to show him, you're going to blow the deal. You will completely blow the deal. And you say, well, Kerry, that's kind of a smarty thing to say. You think I don't know anything. You don't think I know what I'm doing. Let me tell you something. I will put my sales skills up against anybody on this call. We can go to a Zig Ziglar sales presentation and I will blow your brains. You will say, man, where did he get all that knowledge from Zig Ziglar? Because I took a 12-week Zig Ziglar sales course. You know, I'll put myself, and let me tell you something, I couldn't do it. I'm man enough to sit here and tell you I couldn't do it because I was not keeping it simple. And that's the motto I live by, because I was overcomplicating the process. And I'm pretty simple at what I do. I'm pretty simple in the way I teach. And if I couldn't do it, and I consider myself a great salesperson, an exceptional salesperson, I can talk to 5 people or 5 million people. It doesn't matter to me. And I will walk out with deals. But I so convoluted the system. I so screwed it up that I was confusing myself. I had the loyalty rewards confused with the coupons and everything. Hey, you guys hold them questions. I'm fixing to tell you how I keep it simple. I want to keep the Q&A to right now. Okay? I want to keep the Q&A to right now. All right? And I'm gonna answer these questions. They're flying by. But I want to keep it to what we're talking about. You know, the button bar. Joe, I hope you watched the videos I sent you. If you didn't, go watch the videos because they will tell you exactly why you're having the button bar issue. Let's see here. Then I will call you when training's over, and I can promise you it's probably the same thing I talked to you about today. Let's see. How do I keep it simple? We sell the app exactly like I was talking about today. Show and sell, show and tell, show and tell, show and sell. We do not take any paperwork in other than the sign-up form. Okay? Other than the sign-up form. That's all we take in. Just the sign-up form. We do not break out any presentations. We do not break out any PowerPoints. We don't take in a laptop. We take in our phones. We have our app. I don't build demo apps. Okay? Somebody just asked about is that a demo? I don't build a demo app. I don't. I'm not going to build an app for a customer and go in and show him his app. I'm going to show him my business card because every single business card works the same. Okay? I see everybody's questions. I'm going to get to them. So every single business card works the same. That's why your business card you want to make sure that your business card, okay, is exactly like the business card you're going to sell him. That way you walk through it, you show him and you share him. His business card is going to be the same. The only thing that changes on a business card, okay, the only thing that changes on a business card is the colors. All right? Now, after you go out there and you sell some business cards, what do you have now for your network? What do you have in your little bank that you can put a button on your phone, okay? And what I do is I put a tab bar on and I drag it to the top. What can you do now? You can have a list of demo apps and you can go out and show them those demo apps. But what happens when you haven't built anything yet? Don't try to go out and build a bunch of crap. And nothing drives me any crazier than people getting on Facebook and saying, hey, could somebody send me a demo app for this or a demo app? I'm going to tell you right now, that's the worst thing you can do. I'll even go as far as saying that is the dumbest thing you can do. Why would you want to show someone else's product? And I can promise you, unless you follow my step-by-step directions, you don't want to show them my apps unless you can build apps like I do. I don't want to show them your apps if your apps look better than mine and I can't do the same thing. And there are a lot of people that build a lot nicer apps than I do. I'm not the best app builder in Instant App Wizard. I can promise you that. Okay? I'm not. Because I don't have the design skills most people have. I'm very limited in my design skills. But I build high-quality apps that are very professional that work. So, Eugene, I don't take a bunch of stuff in. I take my phone. I share with them exactly every feature that I showed you. And I do this. Eugene, we can deliver your app tomorrow. All I need you to do is fill out this simple form and we'll get it started for you. What's he going to ask? He's going to say, how much is that? It's going to be $249 a year, Eugene. He's already thinking $1,000, $1,500. And you close the deal, you give him the paper, and the old famous saying, Eugene, if you would, just press hard. There's 3 copies. Very simple. Very simple. So is the DBC basically your demo app? With that being said, am I wrong by saying that every potential client you visit, you would be creating a DBC for that? No, Kevin, absolutely not. I do not create a DBC for every single company. I do not. We did this thing for this B&I presentation, and I built 3 apps. And the only reason we built 3 apps is because we built them a directory, and I wanted the first 3 slots to have an app on it so that they could see how it worked. The person that was actually going to build that directory was going to build 60 apps. And I niched that real quick. You're wasting your time. Every card works the same. Once you get a database of cards, then you can show all the demos you want. Simple pricing, $249 and $49 a year. Yep. And actually, I fixed to go $249 and $249 a year. My prices are changing on the 1st of January. It's going to be it's $249 and $249 a year, and I'm also going to do some monthly pricing. Let's see here. So I answered Joe's. Yes, I'm fixing to start doing some annuals, and I mean some monthlies, and I'm going to do that with this new business card format that I'm coming out with. My sign-up form is simply this. I have taken the V card, and I take that V card, and that is my form. The only thing you need to add on the V card is your social media, and I'm going to show you the forms, but the V card is the form I use. Just open up your V card, take a screenshot of it, and print it out. You will need to add hours, okay? Hours. You know, their business hours. And on the bottom, you just need to put 4 or 5 boxes so that they can write down their Facebook, YouTube, whatever social media they use. Do you have a basic sign-up form? I just told you what that was. Yes, show a competitor's card. Absolutely, when you get them. Where can you get a sign-up form? You create it using the information I just told you. Examples. You can make a couple of example apps. I don't recommend it. Use your business card you got. Build a quality business card. They all work the same. Don't waste a lot of time unless you want to go in and practice building a bunch of business cards just to go out and show someone. It's a waste of time. How much? $249, $249, $249. How much? $249. What will we do if the customer wants a customized logo if we don't know how to make a logo? Find somebody that knows how to make them. Go on Fiverr and or post in the Facebook group, and there are some great, there's a lady up in the, I don't even know her name. I see her post stuff in Facebook all the time. I would hire her in a minute to build a logo. I think it's Selena or I don't know. Look at Facebook. It's in there. The digital service app, we did not go anywhere with that, Andy. I'm redoing the format for the digital service app. And that's what I'll be talking to you about later on. $249 and $249. It's going to be $249 for the business card and $249 a year. And the new business cards that I'm designing are going to be $349 and $349 a year. Yes, the business card is the gateway. Whose info goes on the V card? The customers. The person, that is your sign-up form. Put a signature on the bottom. And we're going to go over that next week. You put a signature box on the bottom. They sign it. That is the contract. It's got the amount of the card and the amount of their annual. You take their information, you get their money, and you go build the card. $249 and then $249 a year. Absolutely. Any more questions at all? Any more questions at all? Anybody? Nope, no setup, just $249. No, it's $249. That is the entire cost. Thank you, Tom Miles, my good friend. Tom says, great job, Kerry. It's $249 and $249 a year. Absolutely, Todd. Good to see you, my friend. What is a tab bar? Tab bar is what you build inside the app. We're going to go over that. Absolute, Jacques Eddie. I want to kick. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. All right, guys, we will be back next Tuesday. Charge them for the text service. Yes, charge them for the text service. I don't charge for the viral text feature, but you will charge them for the text service for the marketing platform, and we will be going through all of that. Thank you, Andy. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope you enjoyed that New York strip. I do not charge for the viral text feature. The best $20 you will ever have. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Did everybody enjoy the training tonight? Is this what you're looking for? Is this what you want? Is this where we need to go to get you launching in the right direction? Awesome. Awesome. Awesomeness. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to get elevated. I'm going to get excited. I'm going to get upset. I'm going to get all of that in this training because I want you to be successful. And we're going to make you successful. We're going to help you get there. I'm going to take you by your hand, and when I get done, I'm going to give you your own roll of toilet paper so you can wipe your own butt. The business card does not, in the beginning, need a text message feature. It does need the viral text feature, and you need to go in and add that. It's $20 a month. It's extremely important, Dan, that you add, if you do not already have, the viral text feature. And we're going to be going through every bit of that next week. BK, brother, you are successful because I love you, buddy. I love BK Thornwell more than I love my whole family. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, any more questions real quick? I'm going to give you one more opportunity. We've been on here an hour and 37 minutes. Hey, I love you guys too, man. I love you too, man. Y'all are awesome. Hey, thanks for a great training tonight. You guys make me who I am. Trust me. It's because of you I do what I do. All right, y'all have a great evening. Good night. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow night on Wednesday night's training, and I'm going to bring my elevation down just a little bit. Good night, everybody.